guys, welcome back to another Quick Tip Tuesday. So today we're quickly going to touch on some YouTube tips that are going to help you grow your channel. And the two things I wanted to mention to you are titles and thumbnails. So these are super important, and I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't figured it out 100%, but I've been doing some things that I think are working pretty good for me, and they may work good for you too. So I want to talk about it. So we're going to be using my channel as an example here. And when it comes to titles, for the kind of content that I make, and again, it may vary based on the content that you make, but for me, I make a lot of tutorials and how-to videos. So in my title, I want to make sure that the title says what the video is. You know, a lot of times you might see real popular YouTubers say something like, you'll never believe what happened, and that's all it is, and you don't know what the video's about. Well, when you're just getting started on YouTube, that strategy isn't gonna work for you. If you already have a big following, cool, awesome, thumbs up, that's gonna probably work for you. But if you're just getting started, I think your videos kind of have to have a title that tells the viewer what it's about. Maybe somebody's searching for something, they see your video, and if the title tells them what the video's about, then they're more likely to click on it. But going hand in hand with that title, you've got your thumbnails. So you got your thumbnail, you want it to be something that kind of draws the viewer in, or something that makes them look at it and either say, oh wow, that's cool, or hey, what does that mean? And it's a combination of your thumbnail and your title working together to kind of help draw people in. And again, I haven't figured this out 100% either, but I think, things are working out okay so far. So let's jump onto YouTube here real quick and just check out my channel, and I'll just show you how I've been kind of working through these things and the method that I've been using for thumbnails and titles. All right, so here's my channel here. This is if you went to my main channel, this is what you would see. I clicked on the videos. So when it comes to the thumbnails, again, I try to make it interesting. I try to make it bold. And some things you want to keep in mind. You want to keep your text nice and big, because think about the size of the thumbnails. Generally, they're pretty small. And not only are they small if you're on the web here, but think about it, a lot of people watch YouTube on phones or smaller devices, and your thumbnail is going to be really small. So you want to keep the text fairly large. And if you look at my text here, notice I always use the same font, and I try to make it as big as I can on the thumbnail itself. So keep that in mind. You want to be able to read your thumbnail easily if you have text on it. If it's just a picture, that's cool, but make sure you zoom way out and make that picture really small so you can see what it looks like and think, hey, would I want to click on this picture? The next thing that I had started doing a while back, and if I scroll even down my videos further here, was I started adding a band on the sides of my thumbnail. So any of the ones that are DaVinci Resolve videos, they say DaVinci Resolve. If it's coming down a little, let's see, if it's an unboxing review, I put unboxing review. And I do have one on the right-hand side. If I scroll down a little farther here, you can see some of the thumbnails, like this one right here. I was working through, how I wanted to get that set up. I do have some Lightroom and Photoshop tutorials from a while back. And you can see for those, I put those on the right-hand side. So the reason why I put that band down the side is because I wanted something that made my thumbnails look consistent. So I have the text that's always the same. So if somebody sees a thumbnail with the same text, maybe they might realize it's from me. Or maybe they'll see that band down the side. And, you can do this a lot of different ways. You can use like two little things of color on the side. There's a lot of different ways that you can handle it. There's a lot of different ways and different things you can do that could be consistent among all your thumbnails, so that if somebody sees a list of thumbnails, they can pick out the ones that might be from you if they've seen your videos and your thumbnails before. They'd be like, oh, yeah, there's some of Jay's videos. I'm gonna go check that out. So keep that in mind. Maybe come up with some element that is consistent across your thumbnails. So now just looking back at my page here, so when I come up with my thumbnail and title, there's a few things I think of. One is I want my thumbnail to be some kind of picture that might ask a question or might make you think a little bit. And then I want to complement that with the title of the video. I don't want to match exactly what my thumbnail says in my title of my video. I want to give the viewer enough information between the two of them, between the thumbnail and the title, so that they know whether they want to watch the video or not. And sometimes I do make it fairly similar, like for this one right here, it says, know these for your channel. And then the title is, know these two things to grow your YouTube channel. But generally, I try to give a little bit more information in the title versus what you see in the thumbnail. So the thumbnail, I want to kind of spark a question or make you think a little. The title, I want to give you a little bit more information, and hopefully that's going to be enough to have somebody click on the video if it's something that they're looking for. So keep those things in mind. You want a good title and you want a good thumbnail, because that's what's going to bring people in to check out your videos when your video just appears in a huge search of whatever somebody might be looking for. So that's it for this video, guys. And coming up, I'm going to be talking about a great tool that I use to help with the SEO, the keywords, your titles, and how to kind of come up with all this stuff. It's a tool that's great. I've been using it for a while. And if you want to get a little jump start on it, it's called TubeBuddy. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go check that out. So we'll be talking about that in a future video. But for now, work on your thumbnails, work on some good titles so that hopefully in the search, when somebody sees it, they're gonna be like, ah, that looks cool. I'm gonna click on that video. So as always, guys, if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more Quick Tip Tuesday, DaVinci Resolve, how to grow your YouTube channel, and all those kind of videos, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.